Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to expose Little Demon today. Really sickening, really sickening. And the timing couldn't be no better. Uh, got some stuff I'm gonna have to share later, but we'll get to that at a later time after I get it handled. Anyway, don't go to nowhere. We'll be right back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, ladies. Thanks for tuning in. Too Strong with Too Strong is always better than one. Next to me is downtown Marlon Brown, baby. My name is Corey. And together we are Too Strong. And that's for a reason. Too Strong mean a lot of different things. Figure it out. Help us figure it out because we're trying to get it together too, right? Thanks for the water, baby. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is first let me say this. We appreciate everybody that's come in, the new people and our regulars. We love you all too. We ain't forgot about y'all. But what we want to do first, we want to first ask a favor. If you could please like and share the video. Share it because more and more parents need to hear this, the more the better. So what we're going to do without further delay, we want to play the trailer for you. And the reason why we want to play it super early is because they might make us take it down, and that way it won't miss anything. And then if you're watching this and you don't see the trailer, then you know that you're watching the not the premiere, but you've been watched it, so you won't see it. So they might take it away. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and show it. Let's pull her up.
Here we go. Oh, prep yourself, people. I've just a precursor.
Yeah, it's a lot there.
It's a lot. Here we go.
Who's that girl? Those shoes should come with a content warning. What a waste.
New girl, say hi to the world. The sky over a local junior high has torn open.
Mom, get in!
There's no more putting this off. Your dad is the devil, and you're the Antichrist.
I'm supposed to accept that you had sex with Satan or anyone?
Please allow me to introduce myself.
Come to your father, Damien.
Huh, you're a girl.
The future is female.
Pleased to meet you.
Where have you been my whole life?
The metaphysical realm. It's not hell, but it's got the essentials. Hey, everybody. This is my daughter. Kiss her ass or I'll slaughter your children.
Proud of you!
When we dated, were you inside someone's corpse?
You had an unfinished dolphin tattoo. Don't be a snob.
She says, I lied to protect you.
She sounds like a bitch.
That's what I said.
Hey, look at me. I'm bad grandma.
What do you make of this thing? Biblical or the media?
I like things the way they were.
Get your hands off my daughter.
Our daughter.
Oh, great. My parents are here.
I'm a chicken now.
This party just got lame.
If my parents ever show up to a party, murder me.
There you go.
Okay, so I first want to say this, that is so much there to cover that you would literally have to take a pen and pad and fill up the whole front page of the notebook. And that's just the topics.
I like this.
No, but worse.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's just the main topics and all the signals and the things that's being said and the going against God, the promoting the devil, promoting the Antichrist is a good thing. Sex, I mean, you name it is there. And it's crazy how they have mastered the art. And I'm gonna say it again. They have mastered the art of making so much evil look so good and so fun and sound so exciting, even to adults. So could you imagine how quick that would pull a kid, and you will never, ever, ever know it. And one of the purposes of this live stream that we're going to go through and it's gonna get deep, is that one thing we need to do is we need to teach our kids that when they see these things, they can identify it and know what it is and get away from it. Thank God that I did these things with my children, because let's just go ahead and touch on a little bit. Just today, my daughter, along with her friends, was shown something that I dread that anybody had the audacity to show them, especially in a classroom setting. I'm gonna leave it right there for now. But these things have to be addressed, and we have to address them aggressively. And we cannot take these things lightly, because our kids' lives and their salvation, their safety, everything is at risk when you're dealing with these type of demonic spirits. And it's sickening. I'm almost lost for words. Marlon, help me out, brother.
You're not really lost for words, brother. You got all of them in there. Shoo. Okay. Let's go over a couple of things. Okay. What did we see so far? In just a basic. Let me see. I wrote down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 8. Quickly, things that just came. Okay. I didn't get the chance to scribble down everything. We both saw it at the same time, so it's like, all right. They put the all-seeing eye in there. They make sure they get a lot of violence. By the way, this is Disney approved. This is going on Hulu, and Hulu is a subsidiary of Disney. So just so you know, that's a Disney thing. Pushing feminism, self-harm and killing others, interspecies relationship, necromancy, and necrophilia, and parental disrespect. That's just the baseline of what's in here. So let's try and tackle this. I forgot that one. Child sacrifice. Let's.
I told you it's too.
let's not forget the small things.
That's a good point. That's an excellent point, Lori. Even if you are not a Christian. Okay, let's take it a step further. Let's say you are an atheist.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you let your children watch this?
Inclusion.
I just, that's crazy.
To let everybody, you have to accept everybody and all of their crazy.
The same BS they pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Just accept them all. No, I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to accept it, and I'm not. Yeah.
Okay.
Good point, Lori.
Very good point. So can we start from the beginning?
Yeah, let's bag it up.
Let's back it. Okay, so the mere fact that they're using a child to get the information out should tell you right off the top that they have no concern about children. Okay, so forget all their talk about safety and children, guns, and all that nonsense. They really don't care about that. Okay, let's just put that to the side, because they put the all-seeing eye on the child. Okay, let's just start there. They put the all-seeing eye right there on her head, and they make a child the focal point of the show as the Antichrist. And not only that, they put the whole, they put the family crap in there of how you're trying to keep the father away from the child because the father is evil.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we do know that Satan's evil, but I mean, the premise behind it is that the mom is the one that has the
mama having sex with the devil.
Having sex, yeah, that men are the devil, and the future is female. The future is female. Little stupid things that they want to keep putting in there, and they do it well because let's just say they got the rights. We managed to find the titles for the next 6 episodes. And when you guys hear the titles for the next 6 episodes, it's a series, by the way. It might floor you. Episode 1, First Blood. Episode 2, Possession Obsession. Episode 3, Everybody's Dying for the Weekend. Episode 4, Popularity, the Origins of Evil. Episode 5, Night of the Leeches. And the last one is the Antichrist's Mother. Now, I have to breathe for this one because I'm on the verge of like anger, like seething anger because of this nonsense, like a lot of anger, because I don't know how this can pass as entertainment, much less good entertainment.
We know how. We got to just tell them. What we sugarcoat now?
Yeah, no, go ahead. You tell them.
The same thing we've been saying. Hate is how we got here. Hate, because we hate our children overall. You cannot love your child and let them watch this. You can't. It's impossible. And let's raise our hand, the Christians or the so-called, whatever you want to call it, we allowed this to happen. We allowed it to happen by supporting it, by watching it, by not doing nothing about it, by thinking that, well, it's not affecting my kids in my house, so oh well. By that laid back attitude, we allowed it to happen by letting people convince us that we are overreacting when we speak on these things. We allow it because we let people tell us that, oh, you just been an overprotective parent, and we buy that. We buy into it and we let things slide. And then we look up and we wonder, how did we get here? And it's a really simple answer. Hate is what got us here. Hate. That's what happened. We allowed this to happen. Now, the real question is do we continue to lay back and let this happen like nothing's happening? Like, well, it don't affect my kids, so hey, oh well. You know what I'm saying? Or, well, it's not that bad. That's just how it is. We cannot keep taking on that attitude and thinking that things are going to get better, because they're going to continue to get worse and worse and worse. So real quick, I want to say this, and I'm going to turn the mic back over because I'm stepping on his turn. But anyway, what can we do about it? Again, the number one thing that we can do about it is exposure. We have to talk about it. We have to. Now, we're saying, you will hear us say, don't just talk about it. Yeah, you're right. Don't just talk about it. But it does have to be talked about, because it got to be exposed. It got to be put out there so that we know when we see it. Because you imagine, I'm telling you now, believe it or not, there are tons and tons and millions, I'm gonna say millions of parents that would watch this on the surface, just walking by, and won't really think nothing is wrong with it. So we need to begin to break these barriers down so that we know what they are when we see them. And then we need to start advocating against these things. And one of the ways to advocate is stop watching it. If nobody's watching it, they're not making money off of it, so they stop. Or at least you can minimize it. So those are just a couple of things that we need to do. So I know those questions are going to come up, so I want to catch them early, because people get in there, well, what are we going to do about it? I just told you. It's nuts.
You said something there, Corey, that kind of jumped out at me, about exposing it. And that's the first phase. But with all problems, you have to acknowledge that there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what exposure does. It acknowledges that there's a problem. And once you acknowledge it, then you can formulate further options for the eradication of the problem. You also have to be able to want to take care of the problem. Giving back into it and saying, oh, well, it's just one episode I watched, and, or I just made sure I had to eat. You don't. No, you don't. I mean, this is not the first time, obviously, that they have a show called Lucifer, for crying out loud. I mean, Little Demon is just a way to get to the children, but they have a show called Lucifer. They did a whole bunch, like, okay, so in this show, they have transhumanism, and they have creatures crawling around that apparently seeming fine to go and have interaction with humans. In case people forgot that there are shows on TV about trans everything. I mean, kids, what are they pushing for kids now? That you can be a cat in class. You can be a dog, and the teacher has to respect you and treat you like a dog. or like a cat while you meow and bark in the class. So what does that teach the kids around you? That to treat another human as a dog, and if you end up liking that person, it's one step. People can say I'm crazy all you want. It's one step closer to the normalization of bestiality.
Absolutely.
So it's not abnormal. And now they put that stuff in a cartoon. Okay, they put it in a cartoon, and they go say, "Well, it's not for kids." Ren and Stimpy wasn't for kids. Okay, and I saw Ren and Stimpy.
No, they right. It ain't for kids, but that's what they promote it to.
You know,
Harry Potter.
all of it, all the dark crap. Okay, so they mentioned Harry Potter. He's a good witch, a good wizard. Okay, little boy becoming a good and better wizard than a bad wizard. What version of witchcraft is good?
Right. Like where do you how do you gauge that one? Oh yeah, that's that one right there. That's a good witch.
That's a good witch.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where witchcraft comes into the Bible as a good thing at all, or where it comes into God's kingdom as a good thing at all.
Right.
Like witchcraft is witchcraft. There's no good witchcraft, and there's only bad witchcraft. It's direct opposition to God, like straight up. So no, there's no good. Like, they even made movies. The Good Witch, really? Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. Charmed. You know how long they've been pushing this stuff? To get you into the mindset that dabbling in that is normal, is fine. It's stuff you do as a kid. Ouija boards. All of it played into where we are right now. We didn't wait. We didn't consult God about nothing. It was entertaining, and we ran with it. The sooner we get to the point where we can understand that we got us here, we got us here.
Yeah, we did.
We like to talk about the crack epidemic and the drug epidemic and white people putting drugs in the community. No. The choice was still there. It's always a choice. And when you choose to make an evil act your norm, what do you expect to happen further down the road? More evil acts. We're only going to get worse.
In different levels of norm. It go in steps. Like I always say, I thought my great grandma was funny. She said, "Hey, y'all's messing with some evil stuff." And we would laugh till our stomach hurt. And now guess what? Now our stomach hurt. See, it's crazy. But how do we get the kids to listen? You teach them early. Got to teach them early before they get in. I hate to say it, but before they get indoctrinated, you have to teach them.
Ironically,
Yeah.
the family, well, the mother and daughter, their ordinary life is in Delaware. There's another demon. There's another demon that came out of Delaware. He's in the White House right now. Ironically, ain't that weird?
Some people don't believe that either.
That he a demon?
Yeah.
No, he a demon.
Yeah.
him and the cackling demon that's with him.
Yeah.
We did it, Joe. We did it. You're the next one.
But before that, he was a racist.
He wasn't evil demon, still the same way.
Now we did it.
Now the question is, you don't need to do anything about this. You can't. That's just people. You can't really do anything about the show. They're not going to take it down because you're going to be called a bigot. Okay, so just understand that. Your job, our job, is to keep our kids and as many kids as we can away from it. It could be on air all at once. We have to keep our kids from it. They will take down all the good stuff and leave up that's been happening like 40 going north. Ask Corey how many times we've watched in the chats where they'll put a pornographic link. We'll report it. Do you think that channel goes away? No, the channel stays up and comes back again later.
Man.
But we say something about the LGBTQ. Boom,
You're
Red
done.
line.
They take your whole channel off. They
Bruh.
even banned us on Facebook for a minute for talking about the Hebrew Israelites, a
You go
protected
after
group.
you go after evil, expect a battle. The devil don't like his planet being, and he don't like his plan deal being dealt with. He hate it. He really, really hate it when you go after the things that he's trying to do. And it's borne out every time we come on here and we talk to people and we have our shows. That when we go after the deep things and it becomes a show about God, just watch the chat and see what happens. Instantaneously, people pop in. It's this is why I can see that this kind of stuff
It's working.
yeah, it's working.
Yeah,
It's working. It's doing
it's
its job.
working. I mean, it got people. Listen, you got people that get fire red mad at you for speaking against it. For speaking against it, when you can clearly see, well, you should be able to clearly see that it's demonic. And how do you get mad at somebody? It's the same thing. It's the same thing about abortion. And I'm not going to shift too far, but if you okay, so we think that we know that abortion is murder.
Mhm.
So we advocate against that. But if you think that it's pro-choice and all this different all this different stuff they got going on, why do you care if they ban it that bad to where you out in the streets crying? You crying because they can't kill as many babies now, and you got the nerve to cry about that. That sickening.
Well, they
It just
mentioned
lets
it.
you know.
They mentioned it in the show. Be nice to her, or I'll kill your babies.
Yeah, you can say that in a cartoon.
If
Wow.
my parents ever show up to a party, please murder me.
Man,
Now, children already have a bad time with self-esteem today. It's already normal. You're going to tell me that you would allow a cartoon that's appealing to children's eye to have a statement like that in it, knowing that there are children out there capable of murder, and their friend might have a hard time with their parents, and that they hear that. You're not influencing violent acts? No? Oh, okay. I'm having a hard time articulating things because on like when I tell you, Corey, like right at the bottom here, that pow, I want to say some stuff, but I can't say them stuff. You know what I'm saying?
uh-huh.
I'm trying to make sure I watch my words because if I don't, I don't want us to get a strike. I don't want us to get our channel taken down. But golly, gee, this is tough. Okay, one more thing. She's being bullied. They're telling you it's okay to have an adverse, evil reaction to the point where you kill the people bullying you. Understand that. It's okay if you get mad enough that you lose your temper and a couple people die. Heck, if the whole city dies, oh well. Because she killed the whole city, pretty much. She went on a rampage. I don't know if you caught that, but she went on a rampage. When she did that possession thing and beams flowing out, she, of course, caused a what did they call that? A portal to open in the sky, and people's skin were being sucked off. But they're telling you it's okay to get violent with people that you disagree with.
To go against everything they got, go against your parents. You know, how many of y'all was able to have a conversation with your mom about who she having sex with? Listen, you can't even say the word sex to your parents, let alone tell her that, oh, you're having sex with the devil.
Wow.
And this is what they're showing to our children. And then when we speak on it, it's y'all just, y'all religious or whatever, all this stuff.
Yeah, okay, then stuff. Yeah, then we're religious.
Yeah, well then all that, whatever.
Perfect.
Yeah, all
I'm
that,
good.
whatever you, that we
whatever
all
Yeah, whatever you call me religious. Fine, I'll be religious, and
Yeah.
you a pervert. How about that? I'll be religious, and you be
You're
a
the pervert.
sick, disgusting pervert. How about that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all day long.
You're a murderer too. How about that?
It's crazy.
Okay.
So Marlon, how many how long did this show supposed to go on?
Well, it's just kicking off tonight. Tonight's its premiere. So it's premiering its first episode tonight on FX. Today's the 25th, right? Yep, tonight it's going to be premiering. I don't know what time. I'm assuming probably around 8 o'clock or 9. If it gains traction, which it probably will, it could go on for a long time. I mean, who knows? They already have the first 6 episodes planned, so they've already at least done 6 episodes in the background. They just have to drop them.
They probably did about 20 of them, at least 20. It's bad. Just keep your kids away from it, and I'm gonna tell you something else. Be careful. School is starting back, and be careful with your children, and have and I know I said this before, but I gotta say it again. Learn how to have a very, very, very open relationship with your children, where they can talk to you, where they feel extremely comfortable talking to you. I know that, again, just today, some stuff jumped off similar to this. It wasn't a millisecond before my daughter got in the car and started telling me about this stuff. And this is how all of our children should be. And I know that the reason why I was so adamant and so persistent about teaching my kids to be that way is because I was not that way with my older boys, my 2 boys, my older son and Rock. And it's so funny, Marlon. Check this out. This is gonna blow your mind. I just thought about this. So Corey called. He happened to call in the midst of me talking to Yelanis about what I talked to you about. And so he called. I'm telling him the story. So he was like, "What?" And he told me that when he was in school, that he had a gay Spanish teacher, and the Spanish teacher asked them to join the gay club. The teacher. I said, "Corey, you mean to tell me when you was in school, your teacher asked you to join a gay club and you didn't tell me?" And he said, "No, I didn't tell you." And I got mad at him, right? And then I had to think about it. I said, "Oh, you mad at the wrong person." You mad at yourself because you made it to where your child did not feel comfortable coming home and talking to you about anything. I was there, so I get it. Shut up. Yeah, you're lying. All that. I don't want to hear that. See? We didn't quit saying them things to our children and learn how to shut up and listen and encourage them to talk to you. I was shocked, man. I mean, I was shocked, but then again, I wasn't. And I asked myself, "Well, why didn't you just man?" And his answer was, "Well, I'm not gay and I wasn't worried about it. So it didn't matter to me." I guess that was,
You can't really argue with the logic behind it.
Yeah, I said, "All right, man. That's whatever."
It's fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah,
Fair
you ain't
enough,
gay. You're right. Okay.
Glad to hear that.
Ironically, my older kid and my oldest and second oldest do the same thing. Like BLM came to school one time. He sort of these kids, and he told them, "I don't need you to remind me that I'm black." He said, "I don't need you to remind me I'm black."
Say wrong. Kelly Wilkins said, "Wrong, guys. We are being indoctrinated. The future is no sex, i.e., transgender, genderless humans."
I can see that.
Well, I can't.
I can see him trying to push that.
Not at all.
They don't got the AI to come in. Did you see the new AI?
Yeah. Oh man,
she looked real. Like,
did you see the? Oh, I think I sent it to you already.
Yeah, the real one.
Ain't that crazy? They got AIs with YouTube channels now. Did y'all know that? These people got YouTube channels.
And
I
they
done called
rap.
them- look,
They're rap
did you hear
artists
that?
now too.
I'm indoctrinated. I call them people.
People.
They got me. But no, okay, I'm gonna tell you why I can't see that, brother.
Hmm.
Okay, the word that we can't say.
Hmm.
All right, where they gonna get it from?
That's true. But
They need, yeah.
but they don't need to have a specific gender for that. They just have to have them born.
Exactly.
And
But
they can
see-
breed them. They can breed them like Michelle did. You know, I mean, they can just, you know.
Yeah, but that's not. I'm trying to be careful.
Efficient enough.
No,
It might be too
Because-
efficient.
well, it's almost like the fake food.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna take it.
Yeah,
If
but
it
it's,
mean control,
yeah, but it's not gonna be the real.
it's not gonna be the real McCoy. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and
know.
they, I don't think that. I think they want to minimize the sex. Let's make that clear. They want to minimize it, because they, it's population control. But they also want to keep that going. But they want to normalize aborting
Yeah.
so that they can keep the other stuff going. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think, but I see where you at with that. But I just think they just want to minimize it, and yeah.
Always intellectual. We are. We're
Oh,
always intellectual. Yes, we are. We're not AI. No.
Yeah.
So you have this. Okay, you mentioned the whole the AI thing, and this, trust me, it is part of the whole program. And again, when things go, we go where things go. Okay, so just bear with us for a minute here, but because it's all part of the programming that they're trying to create for our children to never accept reality and to live in the fantastical world. They created Meta. They wanted to do the same thing there. Every artificial intelligence, artificial girlfriends, artificial boyfriends, artificial love, but they want to keep hate genuine. I noticed
Oh, the hate got to
the hate real. Everything else artificial, but hate's got to be real.
They want us to hate everything that we ain't supposed to. I mean, except for what we supposed to hate.
Yeah. So you have artificial rappers, artificial food, artificial love, and artificial God, artificial Christianity. Everything's artificial. So how, Corey, do we know the real?
The spirit.
No. I doubt it's that. That's not the answer I want. That's wrong. Give me the answer I want. Thank you very much. Right? You can't be giving no real answers out there. I'm asking for fake answers, buddy.
Well, sorry, that's the only answer I got.
That's the only one you got. Yeah, the spirit.
That's it.
You go back to the author.
Yeah.
Straight up. Someone came at my channel about that exposed guy I did about him talking about how we all got the God particle inside of us, nonsense like that. Why don't you just debate him about it? So I said, no, I have to debate anybody about it. The truth doesn't need debating. The truth just is. He wrong. I don't have to prove that he's wrong. Time will do that for me. I ain't gotta do nothing. All I gotta do is wait until I hear the and I'll be like, oh. We gonna find out who wrong and who right now.
Right.
That's
Right.
all I gotta do is wait. So we have before us a job, and our children are number one priority, right? So we have a right and wrong, and the only way you can tell right and wrong is by knowing who authored right and wrong. And if you don't know who authored right and wrong, how you gonna know? You can't just base it on what somebody else tell you. Oh yeah, watch this show. Oh, go watch that YouTuber. They got it right. Now I don't need to watch another person to know if I got it right. I talked to
Right.
the one person alone. There's only one person I need to deal with for right and wrong and information I need.
That's good how you slipped that in there. I like
And-
that. That was a good one. You know what? You good.
I go to God. God is the author of everything. Exactly, Sherry. I try. It was on my mind. Okay, it was on my mind.
Oh, that was a good one.
You should be. But okay, not worried. You should be fighting for.
Talk.
Don't be worried for your children, okay? Because worry, he's never asked us to worry. He's never asked us to worry. He has always asked us to trust him, and he will take care of everything else. We sometimes put ourselves in these places where our concern outweighs his power. You can't be doing that. Your concern about life can't outweigh his power. As much as VeggieTales has gone too far down the woke trail, they had a song by Junior Asparagus one time, and the song was "God is bigger than the boogeyman," and it's right. He's bigger than Godzilla and the monsters on TV. God is bigger than the boogeyman. He's looking out for you and me. You tell children that, they ain't got to worry about nothing. There's nothing under your bed. God's bigger than that.
Right.
Once they understand who's big and who's in charge, they ain't got to worry about nothing. They're not worrying.
That's it.
Uh,
Got another comment. My family, Angie, I think that's, I don't know. Oh, A&J maybe. My family were Christians, strong believers. Yet Ouija boards bought in.
Don't do it.
Sorry. They were not Christians.
Don't know how.
A Christian will not bring a Ouija board nowhere.
To a burning party, probably to burn it.
I'm just telling you. See, this is the problem, and I want to speak on this too. We gotten to the point to where anybody can just say they're a Christian,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not true. God's people will not bring a Ouija board into their home or take a Ouija board nowhere. Now, I know firsthand, I've played with a Ouija board before a few times, and I know it's real. Telling you firsthand, not what I heard, not no video, no YouTube video I watched. I'm telling you firsthand. Years ago when I was younger, I never do it again. But when people, and I wasn't a Christian, when you playing with a Ouija board, you're not a Christian or bringing it into your house. You know what I'm saying? So I remember as a child, I was not comfortable with it. That was the spirit of God let you know that's not good. And God did protect you. But let's stop being so fast to call people Christians. And we also, on the flip side of that, we need to not be so fast to make it seem like being a Christian is a hard thing to do. Because I know a lot of people say that, but I differ with that. Once I've grown spiritually, it's actually just easy. You just do it and that's it. I don't, but I guess I might be a little different.
We know you're different, Corey. That's why we love you, buddy.
I'm a weirdo.
A weirdo. I'm tracing down a comment here. I'm trying to find whether or not, because the reason, Corey, the reason I'm tracing it down, it's not for trouble.
Well, I've already been fixed on that.
Okay, it's I'm looking to try and find a trace of it to see if it's the enemy planting this small little, you know how they like to do. It ain't big, not big, low key, but it's sinister, and I want to get to the bottom of it. So I'll bring up the one that really upset me a little bit, but where did it go? I've been tracking the whole thing down, and I lost the main key component of one.
No, you can't lose that.
I can't afford to.
You must return it.
Don't talk. Okay, there's part. Okay. It said something about you don't know. There you go. It says you don't know the power of energy. There it is. You don't know the craft of energy. That's witchcraft, you mean? That craft? Energy witchcraft? Is that what you're talking about? We don't know witchcraft? Can you clarify? I want to make sure I'm getting it right. We don't know what do you mean the craft of energy? There's a point to this, guy.
And there's the other question.
What?
How do you know?
I I think that's already an answer in your head that you know the answer to that one. What do you mean by the craft of energy? If you can please answer that for me, Visions.
Oh, I
Um,
got one too.
I'll wait for that answer. 'Cause I really want to know that.
But let me attack this one.
Go for it.
And I said attack it too.
Oh gosh.
I use my words right. No. But remember, I
Remember what your daughter said.
that's right. I got put in
Okay,
check earlier.
remember what Mama said.
Texas trumpets, Corey. There is a such thing as they honestly didn't know it was marketed as a fun game in the 70s. That's like saying before you realize rap music is demonic, you are not a Christian. I disagree. That is like saying before you realize rap music is demonic, you are not a Christian. Yeah, you're correct. If you don't realize that rap music is demonic, trust me, you're not a Christian.
The Spirit will tell you.
Listen, exactly. That's where I'm going to go with this. So you saying that there's such thing as they honestly didn't know it was marketed as a fun game in the 70s. This is why I keep saying, and every time I say it, we get an email saying, you know what? I'm unsubscribing from you guys because Corey said, don't read the Bible. Never said that. Never, ever said that. What I did say, and I'm going to repeat it, and I'm going to say it again. If I lose another subscriber, we lose 100 of them, then we just lose 100 subscribers. The Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit, is so underestimated that it's ridiculous. And Christians ought to be ashamed of themselves.
Preach it.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Preach it, brother.
Because when you don't know, that's what the Spirit of God is there for.
Read it.
But the problem is, we finna have a problem now, Marlon. You ready?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Where's my disclaimer when I'm gonna put it?
All right, I'm gonna put it to y'all this way.
If I'm not here, I can't get in trouble, right?
Don't underestimate the Spirit of God.
I'll say it for you so I can say it. Comments. You don't say something stupid.
Well, if you say it, it's okay. If I say
that's why I said I'm gonna say it.
Okay, there you go. I appreciate that.
No problem, man.
So we'll let Marlon say, because if I say it, y'all gonna say Corey said this. Corey, y'all so funny. The people, and I'm not talking about everybody, but the people that did, that's funny. It's getting to the point where it's funny. But we have to stop underestimating the Spirit of God, because the Spirit of God lets us know things. It lets us. It walks us through life. It teaches you. It shows you. It protects you. But the problem is we don't listen to it. We don't listen. Just like I didn't listen about a situation, and I'm gonna get into it later. I can't speak on the chat, y'all, but we get into it later. I saw something and I didn't say nothing. And you know what was funny?
I commend you.
And you know what's no, I should have said something, because let me tell you what's crazy. My daughter told me she seen it and she was certain that I did, and she was wondering why I didn't say nothing. And since I didn't say nothing, she thought it was okay. See, we got to stop that.
Well, I'm still proud of you in a way.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to say what Corey couldn't say. And I'll say it the only way I could say it, right? Because
you got to say it the way you said. Say it, mama.
Yeah. Okay. So what you got to do, right? Listen to me.
Say it again.
You can read it. You can say it all day long, but if you don't know it, it don't mean nothing. Now, I say what I said was, you could read the Bible all day. You can quote it all day. You can toss every scripture you want at me. And at Corey. You can throw all the scripture. You can thump all day long. Flip, flip, flip. Your Bible could look like you've written in it 50 million times, and the pages are yellow from finger licking and all that stuff. That could be you. If you don't know the Spirit and He's the one that talks to you directly, you're just a reader, and you're a grand reader. You're a scholar. You're a great scholar.
Amazing.
But if you don't know the Spirit, you don't have no translator.
You remember all the verses and where they at and all that.
All you're doing is just repeating words. He intercedes. He left us with the Spirit. Now, remember that. He did. I didn't say that. He did. It's in there, in that book. He left us the Holy Spirit as a guide, an intercessor. Okay? He left it. If I need clarification on something, I don't go to my own understanding.
Talk.
The Spirit will do that for me. I don't need man to translate nothing for me. I don't need a preacher to translate nothing for me. I don't need a pope to translate nothing for me. He made me a royal priesthood in and of myself because of what he did. And he left the Spirit to do all the communication between me and God. If I can't understand something, hey, he go get the information, come back down and translates it all that I need to know. Why? Because he wants us to have that relationship. I can't know anything about the man by a book. It's a great book. It's an awesome book. It's needed. Yes, good. But if you don't utilize the author, it's just a book. And that's why you're going to run into people that just talk all kinds of crazy stuff out of the book. And they take a verse, like the Hebrew Israelite take a verse and run crazy with it, talking all kinds of crap because they don't know the author. You have people like Joel Osteen talking all kinds of crap because he don't know the author. T.D. Jakes don't know the author, but he can talk all kinds of crap. All these hyped up preachers talking a bunch of nonsense because they don't even know God. Health and wealth. God wants to be happy. Where did he ever say that? You conflating happiness and joy now, aren't you? But you need that money. So the man will translate it the way the man knows how. But when you don't know the Spirit, that's what will happen. So what we are trying to tell you is this. We are trying to tell you. If you are going to read the Bible, you had better read that book with knowledge of the author. Because if you don't know the author, how you going to know the book? How? How, Sway? How?
I got a better one for you. If you don't know the author, why know the book?
Why you reading the book? Like, because you can?
Yeah. So that you can impress people. How can you be obedient to the Spirit of God when you are constantly, continually aiming to please people? And that's what those kind of people do. They remember Bible verses, remember where they at, and they sit around and listen to people talk, and then they throw Bible verses at them all day long.
Yeah. You could regurgitate.
And you so caught up in the verses that you're trying to remember that you forget about the Spirit of God that will guide you through any situation. Johnny on the spot. We don't get it. Now, if somebody interpret what we just said as don't read the Bible, then you want to unsubscribe, then that's probably what you should do because you're not on the level.
And you're not listening.
Not what we said.
And you're not listening.
Yeah. You don't want to listen.
And no, but it makes sense. Okay. A bulb just went, it popped on and blew because it got so bright. Okay. If they can't even translate what God say properly, how are they going to translate what we say? If they can't even translate what God is saying, how are they going to translate anything we got to say? Their filter is way off to begin with. I'm not saying we are God's level. Please, they're going to mess that one up too. I'm not saying we're on God's level. I'm saying if you can't basically take the book and relate it to the author, if Jesus was the fulfillment of the word and he left the Spirit for us, it should tell you where the hierarchy of things are, shouldn't it? It should tell you where the hierarchy is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want you to understand where the hierarchy is. If he came, fulfilled the word, came flesh, right? Died, left the Spirit to guide us. Anyway, if that is if that messes with you, I'm sorry. Again, talk to the author, and if he takes you somewhere else, or whatever you talk to takes you somewhere else, it takes you somewhere else. He may take you somewhere else either way. I mean, it could be that he has a different place for you to be, a different mission to be on. I don't know, but what we're trying to tell you is that the book Okay, it's like the book in the hand of a Satanist. What good is the Bible in the hand of a Satanist?
Look at the devil, man. What's crazy is trying to buy out another channel. Yes, you too.
What?
What?
What the what? You didn't tell me you were trying to buy a channel, Corey. Which one are you trying to buy?
Definitely not that one.
When were you going to tell me that Too Strong was buying out a channel, brother? Like, I want to know.
Yes, you too strong. I didn't know Too Strong bought channels.
But that's not us. He's talking about different Too Strong. He says TOO Strong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a different Too Strong. Okay.
Oh, wrong channel, man.
Sorry, pedo. Sorry, we got you wrong, man. We got you wrong. Sorry, we misinterpreted what you said.
Pedal got the wrong channel. That's different. We not TOO Strong. We the number 2 Strong.
Yeah.
And we don't buy out channels. I don't know what you.
I'm sorry that you mistake us for somebody else, but I'm glad we could clarify it for you because we don't want you to, get the wrong idea. We want you to be,
Yeah, we want you to be
solid.
Yeah. Okay, pedal. Okay, pedal.
He's a pedo on demand, huh?
Yeah, that's right. The Holy Spirit is your best friend.
When we talk, like we said, when we talk about it, right? When we get that deep, what happens?
Here come that devil. You tried to buy out a channel.
Distraction. Take you off of the path. Man, he good. He is good.
Oh man, but he ain't that good. Yeah, let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay? For instance, we'll say only when you get a personal relationship with God, because religious people are some of the most mean people I've encountered. Don't remind me, okay, Connie? I know somebody like that. I ain't gonna say nothing. I might get a whooping.
You might. No, you will.
I'll get a whooping.
You will. Now, for anyone that thinking we were distracted or taken off course from the title, remember the title is about the Antichrist and attacking children and coming after him and making himself more popular in the eyes of people. And when we start talking about that, he shows up in the chat to prove what we were talking about. So
Yeah.
we're not off topic at all.
True.
In fact, it's proven out.
Yeah, it happens every time. It happens every time. Hold on, somebody said something. Whistleblower. Okay. That's right. I lost it. Yeah, I lost it. Somebody said something. I forgot what it was. I meant to put it up there, but the comments are moving so fast. But yeah, at any rate, I might want to let's take a quick phone call.
One quick phone call. Yeah.
A quick phone call. So 877-247-0737. 877-247-0737. Somebody want to call in, but you got to be first. Yeah, okay.
And look at the face they picked.
Who is that?
Ain't that funny? Just how it look.
It's a funny. He's a funny.
Look.
He's a funny.
Funny. And his name is Damon. Demon? No, I think you had the E on the wrong side.
Demon.
He's a demon.
Demon.
He a French demon.
Demon don't know he playing with fire.
Yeah, a French demon. A demon.
Call in, Demon.
Call in, Demon.
Here it is. Hello, what's your name and where you calling from? All right, when you call, you have to turn us off in the background and don't be in the speaker, and make sure you speak up. So when we answer the phone, we should not hear us in the background, please. That's very disturbing, and we've been through that too many times. 877-247-0737. Thanks a lot. Hello, what's your name and where you calling from? Hi. I am doing great. How are you?
I can't hear them.
Okay. Okay. Let me turn it. Sherry from Oklahoma. What's on your mind? What? Can you hear Marlon?
No.
Oh, how about now, Marlon? Go ahead, speak to him now.
Hey, Marlon.
There you go. I guess that's better.
Oh,
Nope, you
him got some attention now.
Okay. I love you guys. You guys are great. You're opening people's eyes, and I love it. And I promote you guys on my channel. But what I was calling about was what's happening. And this is just my opinion. We are living in Revelation. I believe that. And there is a war going on between the good and the bad. The devil right now is needing souls, and he's working hard to get them. That's why we have to fight back as Christians and believers. And as far as the Bible goes, people can read that Bible all day long. But until you know God in your heart and in your soul, you cannot understand the words that are written.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad we finally got somebody else to say it.
Mm-hmm. Someone that ain't us. That's good.
But I'll let you go. That's all I wanted to say, besides the fact that I wish that I had married good. I'm not married now, but you guys are great. You're a blessing to your wives. You're a blessing to this world and your children. You're awesome. I wish all men were like you.
Thank you. Thank you. We'd be in a lot better place, I think, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. We really appreciate it too.
And it starts in the home.
It does.
It really does, people. It starts with your home and with yourself.
That's right.
And raise them babies right.
Oh yeah, we working on it. We is doing everything we can. And that's another thing too why we do this, because we can share thoughts and ideas of how to keep our kids closer to God and keep them educated on this kind of stuff, because they need to know, you know what I'm saying? So just remember, and I always remind myself of this all the time. I could leave. God can take me away from here right now today. And if he do, what condition did I leave my kids in? Mentally, I'm talking about mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. What condition did I leave my kids in if I leave today? And I think about that all the time. So I always work towards that, all of those, you know what I'm saying, to leave them with a legacy and not just finance, you know what I'm saying? Most of all, the best thing is leave them with a spirit that's closer to God than they were yesterday. So we appreciate it. And thanks for all the support.
And that's your job.
Absolutely.
That's your job.
Absolutely.
There is something else. I'm sorry. I forgot what I was going to say. Shoot. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys. And you guys have a great evening.
All right. You too. We appreciate you.
Pray for the ones who don't believe.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot. We appreciate it. Thanks for the support too.
All right. Bless you.
Bye-bye. Bless you too. Bye. Amazing. Great call.
Amazing.
Great call. Great call. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we again, we appreciate you all for chiming in with us and listening to us. And I know Marlon is a little childish, but that's okay. He'll get over it.
So I stay young, man.
I know I'm childish with you, man. I'm not grown up. I'm not interested. I am not interested.
The unfortunate thing is I can't show the rest of the audience what I have planned when we get done with the show, but you're gonna die laughing.
Well, hey, I'm sorry, yo, but now we got to go. No, but really though, we appreciate you all, and we hope that you come back and join us again tomorrow. We have a special guest tomorrow. We have a really good conversation tomorrow. We're gonna discuss some things about the Hebrew Israelites and how they are here to bring this country down, destroy the black man and the white man all at the same time.
All at the same time
is their ultimate goal. So make sure you tune in. We're gonna expose them too, and have some good conversations, some good dialogue. Okay, we appreciate it. And whatever you do us a strong one. Do yourself a strong one. Wake up before you go to sleep. Peace. We out of here.